UFC 303 is this weekend, and today I'm going to be giving a prediction and breakdown for the main event, Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka. Stick around to hear my thoughts on the main event of UFC 303. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. Okay, guys, so here we are, UFC 303. It was supposed to be Conor versus Chandler. Obviously, it is a very, very different card from what we were expecting 2 weeks ago. In a lot of ways, this is a much better card than the one that was originally planned, especially with them adding Ortega versus Lopes, and then also the whole switching up and constant rebooking of what was supposed to be Jamal Hill, Khalil Roundtree, and then Jamal Hill, Carlos Olberg, and then Carlos Olberg, Anthony Smith, and now Anthony Smith, Roman Dolidze. But overall, this card is way better than the one that we were going to get. I'm still confused with a little bit of it. I don't know why Ian Gary versus MVP is the main card opener as opposed to being the feature fight. I'm confused why they have Macy Chiasson and Mayra Bueno Silva on the main card when they could put Joe Pyfer, Marc-Andre Barrio up there. They could put Cub Swanson, Andre Feely, or they could be even putting the spotlight on Peyton Talbot on the main card. That's what they should be doing, is opening the main card with Peyton Talbot versus Giannis Gamori. But hey, diversity hire type shit, I get it. Let's talk about the main event. Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka. Rematch from UFC 295 back in November. Short notice, 2.5 weeks notice. This is champ shit, dude. Stepping up on 2 weeks notice to take over International Fight Week. And, Conor let us down. I'm starting to lose hope for him. Starting to lose hope in him coming back. But let's talk about this fight, because these are the guys that stepped up. So enough about Conor. These are the guys that stepped up. These are the guys I want to talk about. So Alex Pereira on his way to becoming the best UFC fighter of all time. I'm telling you, if he wins this fight, maybe beats Ankalaev or somebody else, and then moves up to heavyweight and gets the heavyweight belt, he's the GOAT. There's no arguing it, in my opinion. He is my favorite fighter, so some of you guys might say that's glazing, but I swear he is 3 to 4 wins from being the best fighter of all time. I'll leave it right there. Leave it right there. In regards to the fight, for a moment, I was like, oh, okay. The rumor was that Alex turned it down and then eventually said yes. Jiri was in right away. Also, Alex is dealing with a couple of broken toes. That makes me worry a little bit about him taking this fight. But then I remember Jiri Prochazka took an insane amount of damage 2.5 months ago at UFC 300 against Alexander Rakic. Alex Pereira took no damage. He broke a toe, but in terms of brain damage, none. He took no shots. He KO'd Jamal Hill in 2 minutes. So it's not like his chin is going to be compromised unless this weight cut is insane for him. But Jiri might have a little bit of, a little something going on, because he just took a bunch of damage from Rakic at UFC 300. And this is another thing too. Conor pulls out because of a broken toe. Pereira takes the fight on 2 weeks notice with 2 broken toes. So it just shows you some people still want to be in this game. Conor probably doesn't want to be in this game anymore. So in regards to the fight, I think it's going to happen mostly on the feet. I think that Alex Pereira is going to be chipping away with those calf kicks just like he did, because we saw it at UFC 295 when they fought, and we also saw it when Jiri fought Alexander Rakic. Jiri flat out just refuses to check low kicks. His low kick defense is just eating him. He'll start limping, and he just won't check them. He'll switch stances back and forth, stuff like that, but he still does not check them. I think it's gonna cost him. I think it's gonna demobilize him, and it's gonna make him much more stationary to where Alex can land that big left hook. So Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka. They're close to the same size. Alex is definitely heavier on fight night because Jiri doesn't cut anywhere near as much weight, but it's gonna be a striking battle. I think that Yuri's path to victory is if he can make it a wild shitstorm in the first round and clip Alex Pereira. But Alex Pereira is so seasoned with aggressive fighters. He's good on the back foot and the front foot, and he's got that check hook going backwards and forwards. He's good in the clinch. I might try to wrestle if I was Jiri. Make it crazy, maybe clip him, try to take some gas out of him in the first round. But really, my official prediction is that Alex Pereira is going to chip away at the low kicks. Yuri's going to become less and less mobile. Yuri's going to try to turn it into a firefight. Alex Pereira is going to land that big left hook. I know it's kind of like a default answer to say that Alex Pereira wins via left hook KO, but I think that Alex Pereira is going to land that left hook. Yuri's going to go down. Alex is going to finish him off with ground and pound after beating up the calves with the calf kicks. And it's going to be very similar to the KO that we saw Alex get on Jamal Hill at UFC 300. So that's my official prediction for UFC 303, the main event, is that Alex Pereira is going to beat up the legs, slow Jiri down, land a big left hook and put him down, and still UFC light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira, and he fight probably Magomed Ankalaev at some point later in the year. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Who do you think wins this matchup at UFC 303? You kind of can give Jiri a pass for losing this fight if he does, given that he didn't have a full camp, short notice. Even if Alex is 2-0 in their rivalry, you definitely could see a third fight, even if Alex is up 2-0. If Jiri wins, we'll definitely see a third fight. But that's my prediction, Alex Pereira and still at UFC 303. Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want extra content aside from my regular videos, make sure to become a channel member today to get access to members-only live streams and other bonus perks. Click the link in the description down below, or click the join button on our channel homepage. If you're interested in non-MMA content from me, make sure to check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World.